Now let's look at example 3. It's important to know that sometimes you may need to annex zeros in different places, whether it be in your dividend or in your quotient, in order to make sure that all the place value is accounted for correctly and everything is lined up. So let's take a look at example 3, 52 divided by 4/10. So when I set this up, 52 goes inside the house and 4/10 is on the outside. So since this is a decimal, I need to multiply by a power of 10, move my decimal point one place to the right, which means I'll need to do the same thing with 52. Now, if you just wrote 52, right, it doesn't have a decimal point, but all whole numbers have a decimal point right at the end. So you know that I have to move it one place to the right, which means I'll need to annex a 0 and move around that. So now the new problem is 520 divided by 4, which you can see here. And they've gone through and done this division. So 4 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. I subtract and I get 1, which is less than 4, so I can bring down this 2 and keep going. Then 4 goes into 12 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. I subtract and I get 0. 0 is less than 4. Now, some of you may continue and say, bring down this 0 and continue to divide, because every number in your dividend should have something above it in the quotient. So you can't just leave your answer as 13. That would not be correct, because 13 times 4 doesn't equal 520, right? So if I bring down the 0 and keep going, 4 goes into 0, 0 times, and 0 times 4 is 0. I subtract and I get 0. Okay? Or you can say once you get 0 down here, you have to annex zeros above any of the remaining zeros that might be in the dividend. So 52 divided by 4/10 equals 130.